There you go. Shall we stand up? Oh, baby. Oh, Martin. Yeah. Shake it out. No. Oh. I feel a bit broken. I don't know why. No reason, just shake, shake, shake. Go on. You ready to lie down? Would you like to set the alarm for an hour and then you can get up an hour later? Yeah? Go and lie down. Get comfortable. Remember, if your lower back hurts in any way, you can always bend your knees. Have your feet wide and then have your knees together. Okay? But if your lower back is happy enough today, then you can have the legs straight out, feet naturally rolling away from each other. And if your hands are on the floor, turn the palms up so you start to open out the chest already. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, close your eyes. If not, just keep your gaze soft. And then take a nice deep breath in through the nose and sigh the breath out through the mouth. And again, deep breath in through the nose and sigh the breath out. One more time. And then allow the breath now to flow in and out freely and softly. And watch as the breath flows in. Watch as the breath flows out. And take a moment to notice how you're feeling right now. And just notice, but don't judge. Okay, so if you're feeling achy, tired, just be with that. Okay, so this week's theme is very much about just being with whatever it is that we need to be with our feelings, being with the discomfort, being with the fact that we don't have control over everything. Okay? So if you have aches and pains as part of life, you're not always in control. Okay? So just allow it to be, accept that it's there and deal with it and just work with that. So let's start to encourage the breath to be a little bit deeper, a little bit longer without straining. So as you breathe in, just allow the breath to get just that little bit deeper. As you breathe out, can you invite the breath to be a little bit longer? Breathing in, the torso gently expands. Breathing out and soften. And let's add in some core work. So as you breathe out next time, start to draw the front of your ribs down towards the spine. And as you breathe in, allow the ribs to expand a little more to the sides and the back. And when you breathe out, draw the front ribs down again towards the spine. Okay. And when you're sort of used to that, then we're going to add in the pelvic floor. So take your time, but when you feel ready, and you breathe out, gently squeeze the muscles of the pelvic floor in towards the center and lift upwards towards your chest. And as you breathe in, you relax the ribs, you relax the belly, you relax the pelvic floor. As you breathe out, you gently squeeze. So it's not like a massive squeeze, just a gentle squeeze in towards the midline of the body and lift the pelvic floor muscles upwards. As you lift upwards, you might find that you can feel the lower belly pulling up a little bit. Breathing in and relax it all down. Breathing out, gently squeeze and lift up. Breathing in and relax. Okay. So for us ladies, we want to think about the front and the back passages. We hug them in towards the spine and lift upwards. And for you boy, Martin, it's the same thing, the same area, hugging in towards the midline and lift up. And then let's start to move the body. So as you breathe in, reach your arms overhead, point the toes forward and do a big stretch, reaching the arms and the legs away from each other. And you can stretch out the right side and then stretch out the left side and keep that going a few times. And once you've done both sides evenly, use your next out breath to bend the knees and bring the knees up into your chest. Wrap your arms across your legs and give yourself a really big cuddle. If you want to, you can also bring your forehead up towards the knees, but if that doesn't feel comfortable, just leave your head back on the floor, okay? And rock gently side to side. And then relax the head back down, and let's do some hip circles. So again, any hip circles, you can move the knees together, you can move them away from each other, but just make some circles into your hip joints. And then go in the opposite direction a few times. And then let's extend the arms and the legs up towards the ceiling and rotate the wrists and ankles. And the other way. Wonderful. And then let's bend the knees and place your feet on the mat. I'm going to do a little bit of core work. So just check, tell you what, let's work on finding neutral spine before we do this. If you bring the heels of your hands, okay, the heels of your hands onto your hip bones, so the two bony bits at the front of your pelvis there, and bring your fingers to touch each other, so to meet just above the pubic bone, and your thumbs are meeting right underneath your tummy button, so you're forming a bit of triangle there, yeah? So from here, you kind of want to keep your hip bones and your pubic bone level with each other. So we'll have a little bit of play. When you breathe out, push your lower back into the mat and tilt your pubic bone up a little higher than your hip bones. And then as you breathe in, drop your pubic bone back down, maybe a little bit more than where you started, so you get a deeper arch in the lower back. Can you feel that? Breathing out, tilt the pubic bone upwards. Breathing in, tilt downwards, and just do that a few times. You might want to imagine a little marble in between your thumbs and your fingers, and so as you breathe out, you roll the marble towards your tummy button. As you breathe in, you roll the marble down towards the floor, okay? And do that a few times, and then I want you to make the movement a little smaller so that you come back to center, so you can see, start to get the feel of where the pubic bone and the hip bones are level and your marble is right in the center and not rolling up or down. So when you find that, that is roughly neutral. And hopefully if you take your hand onto your lower back, there'll be a little gap enough for your fingers to get through, but not for your whole arm to get through, right? And then that's where the neutral is. Now take your hands under your head, interlace the fingers, okay? We're going to keep that little arch in our lower back without losing it, okay? As you breathe out, press into your feet and lift your head and shoulders a little off the floor without pressing the lower back down. Breathing in, lower back down, okay? And breathing out, lift back up again. And breathing in, lower back down. So keep that neutral spine. Breathing out, lift back up. Now start to add the pelvic floor into this. So breathing in, you lower down and relax. Breathing out, start to hug the pelvic floor, draw the belly up and lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Breathing in and lower down. Breathing out, lift the pelvic floor, push into your feet, lift your head and shoulders up. And again, breathing in, lower. One more time, breathing out, come back up. And then lower down, let that go. And then we're going to do a few little twists before we come back to more core work, okay? So take your arms out to the sides. And from here, we're going to keep our feet on the floor, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just gently drop the knees down to the right. They don't have to come all the way to the floor. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, drop the knees down to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, drop the knees again to the right. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the floor. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left, shoulder blades stay on the floor. Inhale, back up to center. One more time to the right. And inhale, back to center. Exhale, one more time to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Wonderful. And now we're going to make that a little bit stronger, okay? So you're going to lift your feet off the mat. Okay? And you're going to keep your thighs hugging in towards each other. So squeeze them in. Take a deep breath in, and let's just start with a gentle one. As you breathe out, just draw the knees up a little closer to your chest. So bring your thighs in nice and tight. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out and squeeze and draw the thighs in again. Breathing in and relax. One more time, breathing out, squeeze and draw in. Now, hold it here with your thighs as close to your chest as you can. Take a breath. As you breathe out, squeeze your thighs and begin to lower your knees down towards your right elbow, but without letting your left shoulder blade come off the floor. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, squeeze, draw the thighs in and then twist to the left. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, squeeze and over to the right again. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, squeeze over to the left. Inhale, center, one more time each side. So exhale, over to the right, squeeze your legs together. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, squeeze and go over to the left. Inhale, center, lower your legs down and do a big full body stretch again. Was that okay for everybody? Yeah, good, excellent. Should we do a bit more core work? But we're going to do it sitting up. So bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug. Okay. And then you're going to either roll up and down the spine or roll to one side to come up. Okay? So it depends on where you are in your body today. And then come up and sit tall. And a bit more core work and smile. Okay? So sitting tall, have your feet on the mat, knees bent. Okay? And then we're holding on to the back of our knees and start to keep the spine long, start to drag your feet in so you're on your tippy toes. Okay? And squeeze your legs, lengthen the spine. And let's inhale, lift one leg up. Exhale, lower that down. Inhale, lift the other leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale the first leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale the second leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale both legs, you don't have to extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, smile. Inhale, lift, hold. Squeeze your legs together, lengthen the spine. And maybe you want to extend the legs. Maybe you want to bend the knees back down. Maybe just for a moment, let go of your hands. And then lower down, well done. Not done yet, but let's just stretch that out a little bit. So take your hands. Does that hurt your hip a little?
Yes, it's muscle on the inside.
Yeah, I thought it might. So just thank you for having a little break from that because the whole hip flexors are working really hard there. So get your hands behind you, roll the shoulders onto your back, lift the chest up, and then have a little gentle sway. So you're lifting the chest up so that you're starting to stretch out the front of the body a little bit. Wonderful. And then come back up to center. Bend the knees again. We don't have to bring our legs so close together now. Have your hands down just to support you a little bit. Keep the spine long. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, squeeze your legs together. Drop the knees to the right and twist to look left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, squeeze and drop the knees to the left. Look back to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale again, squeeze and twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, squeeze and twist. Inhale, center. Now, option one, repeat this exercise exactly like this. And feet on the floor and you twist on the exhale. Option two, you can float your feet up. And then when you breathe out, you pull the knees in and twist. And then you breathe in center, breathe out, twist. Yeah? We're clear? So those of you who want to bring your feet off the floor, okay, keep the spine long and lift your feet up off the floor. Okay? And those of you who are staying down, stay down. Inhale here, you might want to extend. Exhale, squeeze the legs, twist to the right, everybody, and turn to look to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, squeeze and look to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the right, look to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees to the left, look to the right. Inhale, center. Last one. Exhale, keep drawing the thighs in as close to your chest as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Fabulous. Lower down. Well done. Give your legs a little shake out. Okay? And let's take our legs out behind us and come onto our hands and knees. And check that you've got your shoulders, elbows and wrists in alignment, so in a straight line, and spread your fingers and thumbs evenly. Okay? And think about pressing the front of your hands down, so your finger pads, your thumb pads, the knuckles, okay? And then check that your knees are underneath your hips, so you have a nice long spine, right? Then from here, push your shin bones into the mat. Notice how that helps you engage the core. Can you come to neutral spine? So imagine that your pubic bone, your hip bones are level right now, you're not rounding. And neutral, you kind of have to look forward and down in front of your hands. So don't look back. Beautiful. Now inhale, slide your chest forward a little and look up. Exhale, push the earth away and round the spine. Inhale, chest forward and look up. Exhaling to round. One more time. Inhale, chest forward, look up. Exhale and round. And then come back to neutral. We're going to take our right hand as we breathe in, lift it up and look up at our right hand. As you breathe out, you're going to take your right hand behind your left and keep reaching as if you're reaching underneath the bed to get to something. And if you can bring your right shoulder all the way down to the floor, so you've got to bend your left arm to get your right shoulder all the way down and bring the right side of your head to the floor, okay? And then from here, you can push into your left hand so that you can spin your chest up a little bit more towards the ceiling. So it's a little bit of a twist. If this is hurting you in any way, come out of it, okay? And then inhale, come back up onto your hands, and we'll do the other side, right? So when you're ready to breathe in again, lift your left arm up, look up. As you breathe out, slide your left hand behind your right and keep reaching until you can bring your shoulder down to the floor, close enough to the floor, and place your head down. If your head's not down, just relax the neck. Let it completely relax. And use your right hand to press and help you spin your chest up. And then inhale, come back up. And those of you who can kneel, comfortably kneel. If you can't, you can stay up high like this, okay? And rotate your wrists out. That's it, that's totally fine. Rotate the wrists a few times. And the other way. We did a lot of side crows last night, didn't we? Because I can feel it. And now we're going to lean a little forward, just as you get settled. Lean a little forward, tuck the toes under, sit back down, okay? And we're going to roll the shoulders back and down. Oh, la, la. Wonderful. Are we okay to go back into hands and knees? I thought we can repeat some of the stuff we did last week so that we get more comfortable with the flow side of things. Widen your hands a little bit more, that's it, okay? So let's start with in neutral spine and have our legs a little closer together. And as you breathe in, you're going to lift your right knee up, press the heel up. And as you breathe out, see if you can bring that right foot forward. So you might have to lean a little to the left and then bring your right foot where your right hand was. Okay? So you might have to take it to the outside and then walk it in. Yeah, does that hurt?
Yeah, I'll just watch.
The other option you have is be up here and step that forward.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay? So from here, okay, let's just take a deep breath in, look a little forward, and then as you breathe out, take it back. Okay? And we'll do the second side. So inhale, lift your left knee up, press the heel up. And as you exhale, bring that left foot where the left hand is. Okay? Wonderful. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, look a little forward. And then exhale, step it back. Lovely. And we're going to go up into a standing forward bend. So widen your feet a little bit, tuck the toes under. And as you breathe out, walk your hands back towards your knees, push down into your hands, into your feet, lift your knees up. And then walk your hands in until you can ground your heels down if you're in a forward bend. And see if you can find a comfortable place for your hands to be resting on the floor. So they might be a little bit more forward, you might need to bend the knees, okay? And remember, if your feet are wide apart, your knees should be apart too, okay? You want the second toes and the knees to go in the same direction. And relax your neck. Completely relax the neck. And then you might want to bend one knee and then straighten the opposite leg, and do that a few times, just stretch into the back of the legs. And then use your next out breath, roll the spine all the way up. And inhaling, reach the arms up. Exhale and release. Now, we're going to twist, so that's going to be a lot of arms swinging everywhere. Just make sure you're not hitting each other, so you might have to, yeah, plenty of space. It's like, it was so funny, I was in my ballet class when the bars first came in. And I'm standing over here like this. And she goes, we're going to kick to the back. and I actually literally turn around and look. I'm like a whole meter away from the wall. I thought my leg was incredibly long. I was worried about kicking the wall. Hello? Right, shall we twist? You need to come away from the wall because I don't want you to hit it. Okay? Have the knees soft, feet a comfortable distance apart. Okay? And you're just going to start gently turning side to side. Every time you come through the middle, you might want to bend the knees and then straighten as you twist. So there's a slight little bounce here. And the arms are swinging freely. And if you're not feeling dizzy, you can look back as you turn. Okay? And then you can start to speed it up a little bit. And you might find that your one hand is hitting the shoulder, the other hand is hitting the back of the hip. And just keep that going. Okay? Yeah, keep it soft if you're still in pain. Yeah. And then some of you might want now to start to lift the back heel up and reach the front arm up. So you're getting a bit bigger twist into it. And then you can start to slow it down again. Okay. Bringing the arms back down again. And then eventually it'll be like the arms are moving, but the body's starting to stay a little more forward. And then you let it go. We're okay? The funny thing about this twisting thing is if you just stop, it's like, whoa. So let's not do that. Right, so we're going to do a little half salute to begin with and then see how we go. Now, watch me a second so that we can then work out what we need to do to be able to work on that right side, yeah? What we're going to do is we're going to inhale, the arms go up. Exhale, we're going to fold forward, and then we're going to make sure that we bend the knees as much as we need to get our fingertips and our toes to line up with each other. And we're going to step one leg back into lunge, and you might find having hands on the bricks will help, so I'll get you the bricks. And we're going to maybe play here a little bit, step forward to the other side, and then maybe we'll lower the back knee down, do a few twists and things like that, yeah? So if anyone feels that they want to have yoga bricks under their hands just to lift the floor a little closer to you so that you're not in pain, please do feel free. Okay? But if you don't need that, that's cool. I'm going to use it because my arms are short. We're good? Yeah, if you do it and then you decide you want the bricks, that's fine, we can get it, okay? So come to the front of the mat and remember the 2 fists distance between the arches of your feet to work out how wide your feet should be when we're talking about hip width, right? You're good, I think you're good there. Sarah, that's perfect, okay? And then just check that your second toes are forward and your knees are going in the same direction as your second toes. And here's the thing, there's a lot of alignment cue in yoga, but alignment does not fit everybody, okay? So if you have your second toes forward and then your knees start to knock in, you might want to turn the feet back out and allow the knees to be comfortable, okay? So from here, inhale, push into your feet, float the arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees a little and begin to come down into a forward bend along spine. Now, if you're working with bricks, you can have your bricks aligned with the toes and place your hands down. We're going to inhale, step our left foot straight back, okay? And then see if you can stay on the balls of the left foot, press the thigh back. Think about the back of your left thigh, press it up towards the ceiling. And squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. Inhale, look forward. So you're keeping a long spine, okay? And then just for a moment, can you slide your hips back, work that right leg a little straighter. You might want to bring the bricks in a little closer. And then exhale, bend that front knee again. Inhale and send it back a little bit. Exhale, bend. And then take a breath in here. Exhale, step forward with that left foot into a standing forward bend. Okay? We're going to inhale, step the right leg straight back. Okay? Now again, think about pressing the back of your right thigh up towards the ceiling and grounding down into your left foot. Squeeze your inner thighs in. Inhale, look a little forward. Fabulous. Now exhale, maybe work your left leg a little bit straight. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, extend the left leg a little. Then inhale, bend that left knee. Exhale, you're going to step forward to the front of the mat. Have your hands onto your thighs. Inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale, push into your feet and come all the way up. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, release, and circle the arms back and down. I actually think that everybody would be happier if everyone had bricks, because then you can straighten the legs a little bit more. Have you got your own bricks?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. You got yours. Right, so we're going to do that again, okay? Now, you know when I say come up halfway, yeah? Nice long spine. So we're in a forward bend like that, right? And then I say come up halfway. I want you to think about a really nice long spine. So not there. You're looking a little forward and down, and you're drawing your chest away from your hips. So keeping your spine long, yeah? Let's do it again. So start with the bricks as high as you want. And you can always turn it down. And align the end of the brick with your toes so that when you place your hands down, your hands are in the right position, okay? Wonderful, and then come back up. And we're going to inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. We're going to inhale, step this time the right leg back. Okay? And press the back of the right thigh up. Squeeze your inner thighs towards each other. And inhale, lift the chest a little bit, look forward. Fabulous. Keep that front leg, the back leg really strong. Just a quick one. Keep your right hand on the brick. Squeeze your inner thighs in and inhale, spin your chest to the left. Can you lift your left arm up? Okay. If it's hurting, don't. Okay. And then exhale, bring that left hand back down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, step your left leg back. Press the back of the left thigh up. And we're going to keep that, yeah, watch it, you don't swing your hips out and your knee in. So maybe shuffle your right foot a little bit to the right, that's it, okay? And keep the left thigh pressing back and up. And then as you breathe in, start to spin your chest to the right. Maybe take the right arm up, maybe not, it's all good. And then exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of the mat, into a forward bend. Hands come onto your thighs. And as you breathe in, come up halfway and reach your heart forward. So keep your knees as bent as you need to, okay? And then push into the feet, come all the way up. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release. Roll the shoulders back and down, shake everything out a little bit. Are we okay? Yeah? Nobody in massive amount of pain or anything? Cool. So this class is going to have a lot of twisty things in it if you haven't already felt it, and we have more twists to come. So I'm not going to flow this one, but let's just start at the front. What I would suggest is, should we do it with the back knee down? Yeah, we can do it with the back knee on the floor. And then, so for you, I am thinking that you come down to here and then step forward and back. Will be easier than trying to do it from up here, yeah? Because we're lowering the back knee down. So if you want to anytime get down onto your knees, okay? Everybody else, you can do it from up. Let's all do it from our knees together. How about that? Come on now, get onto the knees and we'll all do it together. It's easier for me to guide you as well. Go back a little bit so that you have room to step your foot forward, okay? So standing on your knees nice and tall, okay? And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to bring our right foot forward and she falls over and she does it. Well done, Wendy. That's it. Does that feel okay?
Yes.
Better than on your hands, yeah? Cool. Now, you want to see if you can get that right ankle directly underneath your right knee and your left knee directly underneath your left hip. So it's it's not a short stance like that, right? But it's also not too long. If your knees are hurting on the floor, flip the edge of your mat over and place your knee on that, okay? We okay? Let's inhale, the arms go up. And as you exhale, squeeze your legs together, twist to the right and reach your arms away from each other. Inhale, come back to center, we're going to do it again. Exhale, squeeze your legs and twist to the right, reach your arms away from each other. One more time, inhale, center. Exhale, squeeze and twist. Then inhale, come back to center. As you exhale, release the hands and take your right knee back. So again, your mats are quite thin. So if you want to flip the mat over for your right knee this time, please do, right? I can't flip this one because that's too many things. But what you do is you flip the mat like that and place place it under your right knee, yeah? So let's do the second side. So standing tall, take a breath. As you breathe out, bring your left foot forward. Okay. Now, yeah, use your bricks to help because you're putting weight on that right side, aren't you? So get the left ankle underneath your left knee. So you might need to slide that a little more forward if you can, but if it's hurting, don't, okay? Now hug your legs in towards each other. I want you to have the sense of like hugging the inner thighs in towards the midline, but also hugging that front foot and your back knee towards each other. And when you do that, you can really feel the power in the pose rather than just being, right? Hug in, engage, and then inhale the arms go up. Exhale, twist to the left, reaching your arms away from each other. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left again. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower the arms down, step your leg back. And then we're going to do another twist while we're here. So make sure your knees are comfortable, right? So when you're ready, we're going to bring the right leg forward again. Okay? And again, check that you've got the knee and the ankle in a straight line with each other. Okay? And then from here, we're going to bring our hands to our heart. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, lean a little bit forward. Now, for some of you, this will be uncomfortable. So try it. Have your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Squeeze your legs together, lengthen the spine, and then spin your chest to the right. And if it feels horrible, come out and I'll give you an option, a different option to do, okay? But press the palms against each other and keep spinning your chest upwards and get your right shoulder blade closer to your spine. Breathe. And then inhale, come all the way back to center, take the arms up. Exhale, oops, take the right leg back, okay? And then bring your left foot forward. So same thing, turn the brick up a little higher so that you have more support, that's it, yeah. And then adjust, getting your left foot in line with your left knee, okay? And same thing, hug into the midline, hug the front foot, back knee towards each other, and we're going to inhale the arms up, exhale, palms together at your heart center, take a breath. And then lean forward, hooking the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, press the palms together as you twist to the left. And get your left shoulder blade hugging the spine. That's a lovely dance there, Ellen. So think sometimes widening the stance will help you not wobble as much. That's it, okay? Breathe. Beautiful, everybody. Inhale, come back to center, arms go up. Exhale, step that left leg back, hands down. So, are we okay to go back up again? I don't normally bring the class up and down many times like this, but are we okay to stand back up and go back up? So feel free to step one leg forward, and you can use your hands, but not push, lift, come back up to stand. Are you okay coming back up? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Little hip circles and shake it out a little bit. I feel like, I'm not sure if I'm cutting my head off on the video, because there's this little, the time thing on top of it. People at home, I hope you can see, otherwise it'll just be a headless body doing yoga, but there you go. Right, so we're going to do another twist. And this one's it's a bit of a struggle for the balance, okay? It's not any harder than that, it's just a little harder to balance. So if you have a brick, and place it to the inside of your right foot. Okay. And then, is that going to work? Because you're going to have to have your hands, no. Tell me what, start here. Have the bricks by your feet first, on the outside like we did earlier. Okay, so we're going to step back. Okay, so make sure you have space behind you to step back, yeah? And we're going to, from here, take a nice deep breath in and take the arms up. As you breathe out, soften the knees and come forward. Place your hands onto the brick. We're going to inhale, step the left foot back into a lunge. So take it as far back as is okay for your body. And keep the front knee bent. Now shift your left hand with the brick over to the inside of your right foot. And you're taking your right hand now to place it onto your sacrum, so on the back of the pelvis, okay? Squeeze your inner thighs in, press the back thigh out. Make sure you don't fall over, so if you want to step the back foot in a little bit, you can. Inhale, reach the heart a little forward. And if you've got your balance, you're going to slowly spin your chest to the right. And then if you've got your balance, you can take your right arm up, okay? And breathe. But keep pressing your left thigh back. So don't let your left knee bend. Think about the left thigh pressing up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, bring that right hand back down onto the right brick before you fall over. Move the left brick out of the way. Take a deep breath in and then step your left foot forward. And inhale, step your right foot back. And we're going to bring the right brick to the inside of our left foot. Squeeze the legs together. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then you're going to take your left hand onto your sacrum. And if you're ready to twist, use the out breath to slowly spin your chest to the left. Squeeze the legs together to help you find the balance. And then you can take the left arm up if it feels okay for you. If not, just keep it where it is. And then next time you breathe out, bring that left hand back down and step your right foot forward. And hands onto your thighs. Inhale, come up halfway again. Exhale, push into your feet and come all the way up. Now give the legs a little shake out. Are we okay? Yeah? And then we're going to do a standing balance, and it's been quite entertaining watching people in standing balance because everyone's been doing really well except me. I've been falling over left, right and centre, so it's entertaining for everyone, not for me. If you are struggling with your balance, then I'd like you to find your way to the wall or to the bar. And what you're going to do is we're going to start standing on our left. So you would want to have your left hand holding. That is an utter lie standing. We're going to stand on our left. Yeah, no, so you want to have your right hand at the bar. Right hand holding the chair or the bar if you're struggling with your balance, okay? And you're going to ground into your right foot. Ground into your left foot. I'm talking utter rubbish. Ground into your left foot and lift your right knee up towards the chest. Okay? Squeeze your legs in towards the midline. And then you're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Okay? Now that right hand, you can start to walk it back behind you on the bar or on the wall as you spin your chest towards the right. So you're twisting to the right and squeeze the legs in and breathe. And then when you're ready, exhale, slowly turn back and lower your right foot down. Now you've got to turn around and go the other way, okay? So if you don't need the bar, you don't need the bar, yeah? But if you do, then feel free. So now you're going to have your right hand on the bar, we're going to ground into, left hand on the bar. Left hand on the bar or on a chair, okay? And we're going to ground into the right foot and we're going to lift the left knee up, squeeze the legs in and take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Those of you at home, if you're not using the bar, you can inhale your left arm up, exhale, twist and take the left arm out behind you. If you're using the bar or the chair, you're walking your left hand back behind you as you turn your chest to the left. And squeeze your inner thighs and keep the spine long. And then inhale, then as you exhale, you're going to come all the way back, lifting the left arm up if you can, and then bring it back and lower the left leg down. Wonderful. How are we doing? Twists are fabulous for the muscles of the back body, okay? And also to work your core. Okay? So it's a good thing to do. So come back to the mat. We're done with the sort of hard stuff. We've got other kind of hard stuff to do. Smile. We're going to make our way into plank. You remember we did plank last week, yeah? So we're going to start at the back of the mat, okay? And have our feet comfortable, about hip width, yeah? Watch me a second. You might find that it's not the way you want to get into it, and then we'll work something out, okay? We'll inhale up, we'll exhale, bend the knees, get the hands to the floor, and we're going to keep walking our hands forward until we're in a plank with the shoulders in line with the wrists, the legs are straight, and you're looking forward and down. And remember, we're hugging the ribs and the hip bones towards each other so that you're not sinking everything out, you're pulling in. Yeah? Should we do that? Okay, so standing tall, feet roughly hip width, and as you breathe in, push into the feet, float the arms up, As you breathe out, stick your bum back behind you, bend the knees, get your hands to the floor, and keep walking the hands forward until you're coming into that plank pose. Palms flat, shoulders in line with the wrist. Press out through the heels, keep your bum in line with your shoulders, and don't sink your hips, and draw the hips and the ribs towards each other, and push the earth away. Okay? And then as you exhale, just for a moment, drop the heels down to the right. Just both heels to the right, both heels, right. Lisa, right, everybody's dying over here. Inhale back to center, exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale lower all the way down to the floor, knees down. See if we can come all the way down and lie onto our tummy. Yeah, or gently, and have your forearms on the floor with the elbows directly underneath your shoulders, okay? And try not to let them wing out, have them directly under the shoulders. You might need to walk your elbows a little more forward, okay? And then press the pubic bone down, press the top of the feet down. And with your hands, you're kind of pulling inwards so that you can draw your chest through your arms into a bit of a back bend here. Does that feel okay for your back? And breathe here a moment. This is called the Sphinx pose. You can imagine why. We look all a bit like little sphinxes. Not sphincters, just sphinx. That's really naughty, sorry. That's the problem with you around, Martin.
Sorry.
I'll blame you. And then take your elbows wide, bring one cheek onto your hands, and bring the big toes to touch and let the heels drop out wide. And rock the hips gently side to side. There's one really cool thing about twists is that they prepare the back muscles for back bend. Okay? And back bend are really good to tone the muscles of the back. Okay? So let the feet go back into that neutral position that we started in again. And you're going to come back onto your forearms. Okay? And this time we're going to include the legs, one leg at a time, right? So think about drawing your chest forward. Press the top of your left foot into the mat. And as you breathe in, extend out through the balls of your right foot and start to lift your right leg up. Now, don't lean and roll to the left. Keep both hip bones down, but just press that leg up and reach and extend. And lift your chest a little bit more. And then exhale, lower down, turn onto the other cheek, big toes touching, heels wide. Rock the hips gently side to side. And then come back onto your forearms again. Get your elbows directly underneath your shoulders, okay? And think about lifting the chest forward and look forward and down so you're not compressing the back of the neck. Push the top of your right foot down, pubic bone down, and then inhale, extend out through the balls of the left foot, float that left leg up, reach your heart a little more, smile. Can you feel your back of your leg and your glutes talking to you a little bit here? And then lower that down. Go back onto the first cheek. So lots of lying down in this class. Look how nice am I today. Rock the hips gently side to side just to release any tension. And then inhale, come back up onto your forearms. Guess what we're going to do now?
Again.
Both legs.
Oh.
Okay. So when you're ready, lift the chest a little, and then as you breathe in, see if you can push the pubic bone down, lift both legs up. Reach out through the balls of the feet. Imagine you're reaching the balls of the feet back towards the wall behind you. And then if you want to, try lifting the hands up away from the floor and press the elbows back. Yeah, you might have to come down a little bit. Yeah, that's it. And then exhale, lower. And now take your hands by your rib cage, tuck the toes under, and you're going to slowly push and take yourself back into child's pose. So the knees are going to be as wide as is possible, so as wide as a mat. And you're going to come down and rest, maybe with your head on your fists, maybe on the back of the hands. Okay? Just give yourself a moment's rest here. Breathe. And then inhale, come back up and come and sit tall. Swing your legs out in front of you. And we're going to do a teeny bit more. core work just a little, but we'll twist first before we do that. So bend the knees, have your feet on the floor, okay, and sit really tall. And we're going to wrap the left arm across the legs. Inhale, reach the right arm up and lengthen the spine. Exhale, spin your chest to the right and take your right hand down behind you. Inhale, lengthen the spine again. Exhale, maybe you can turn a bit more, maybe not, don't worry about it. And then maybe you want to do tiny little spinal wriggles. So it's like really small movement where you turn a little bit in and out of the twist. And then deep breath in. And exhale, turn back to center. Wrap your right arm across your legs. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, spin your chest to the left and take the hand down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist again. You can do little tiny micro movement. It kind of feels almost like you're giving your back a massage when you do the little wriggle. And then deep breath in. Exhale, come back to center. So we're going to take it into core work. If you're, especially for you, if this is hurting, you might not want to be doing this one. You might want to sit with the legs straight and do the twist with the legs straight, yeah? Those of you who are okay to join me, this is hard, but play with it, it's fun. And if you fall over, so I want you to come forward away from the wall. So should you fall back, you don't smack your head against the wall, okay? So either, if you want to come with me, we're going to start here, okay? Maybe drag the feet in a little bit, lift the chest up, and you're going to twist to the right, so yeah. We're going to start with wrapping the leg, just like we did before for us here. Inhale, lift your right arm up. Exhale, spin to the right and take the right hand down. Now, inhale, lift your left arm up if you're doing the version I'm doing. As you exhale, reach that left arm out to the right and drop your chin towards your chest. And then you're going to see if you can bring the left upper arm to the outside of your right knee. Okay? So you're placing that left upper arm against that right knee, and you're taking the palm to face outwards, as if you're pushing it against the wall. And then you see if you can twist your chest to the right and bring your right hand off the floor, palm facing out as well. And then you can either stay here or lean back with a long spine and float the feet up. Squeeze your legs together. And then lower down, everybody extend the legs, give them a little shake out, rock your hips side to side, and we'll do the second side. Could you feel that one a little bit? Those, even just going here, you can feel it, right? So the thing about the beauty of yoga is that you don't have to bend your body to suit yoga. You adapt the yoga to suit your body. And if you feel it, you're doing it, okay? So let's do the second side. So if you're staying with the leg straight, you're going to take the right hand to the outside and you're taking the left hand behind. If you're doing what I'm doing, you bend the knees, wrap your right arm across your legs and inhale, the left arm lifts. Exhale, spin to the left and take the hand down. And inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, reach it out to the left and drop your head down, reach, and then bring that right upper arm to the outside of the left thigh, okay? Palm facing out. And inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, lift your left hand up. And then from here, you can either stay or you can lean back and float the feet up. Nice long spine, breathe. And then lower down, come back. So next week we'll do the arm balance, right? It's exactly like that, but we stand on our hands and we lift the feet up. Nodding seriously. Shall we do it now? No. Okay, make sure you practice because I will test you next week. Shake the legs out. Are you here next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Well, maybe not now.
Of course you're here. You did. I think you did tell me that you have a week when you're not here. I will record for you and send it. Yeah. Watch me forget again. Right, now we're just going to stretch out the front of the thighs a little bit from all that, and then we'll do a gentler twist and forward bend and we'll close, okay? So this is great for the front of the thighs. It's a little bit harder for the wrists and the arms, but we'll try it, okay? So you're going to lean back, and I'll turn sideways, and you're going to take the heels of your hands a good 6 to 8 inches behind your bum. Okay? And you can have fingers forward or fingers back, I don't mind. And then you're going to roll the shoulders onto your back and start to lift the chest up. Now, option 1, you're going to stay right here. Option 2, look at where your knees are, bend the knees, okay? And then we're going to take a breath in maybe, and as you breathe out, you can push into your feet and lift your tummy button up towards the ceiling, dig the heels down. If it feels okay to drop your chin back, drop your head back, and then exhale, lower down, okay? Should we do it again? One more time? Yeah? Cool. So you can be here or you can lift up. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, press into your feet, into your hands, lift up, send your tummy button up, take the heels down, use your glutes. And then exhale, lower down. And rotate the wrists out. And maybe give your wrists a little massage. Do you know what? I think we should do bridge pose rather than go straight into a forward bend. So, do you remember how to do bridge pose where we lie down, knees bent, feet on the floor, arms in robot arm position, and then we lift up, and then maybe we interlace the fingers and wriggle the elbows closer together, and we'll hold it for a moment. Yeah? So lie down, bend the knees, and have your feet about hip width apart, your knees about hip width apart. Okay? And then you're going to walk your feet in towards your bottom so that your ankles come to rest under your knees. Okay? That's good. Brilliant. Now arms go into robot arm position. So upper arms are on the floor by the ribs and the forearms and fingers pointing up. As you breathe in, push into your upper arms first and feel the shoulder blades hugging the spine and the chest lifting. Then breathe out, push into your heels and lift your bum up off the floor. And keep pressing into your arms and into your feet to keep lifting the spine up a little higher. And then maybe you find you can take your hands underneath you and interlace the fingers and extend the knuckles forward towards your feet so that your arms are underneath your back. Okay? And then push into your arms and lift the chest a little more. Beautiful. And then release the hands and exhale, slowly come all the way back down. All the way back down, okay? And then from here, we're going to lift the feet up off the mat. And you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees go out wide. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor and reach your hands to find your ankles. And then bring the feet a little closer to you as you lower your head back down. Okay? And then just rock it out side to side here. And you might want to, as you breathe in next time, you might want to just try extending the right leg out to the right. And then bring it back in. And then inhale the left leg out to the left. And then bring it back in. And then bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a really big hug, rocking gently side to side. And we're going to prepare for relaxation. So if you're feeling cold, you might want to find some warm layers. Okay? We're going to do a little bit of breath work, well not breath work, but meditation, but we're going to do it lying down because it's just gentler. And then we're going to go straight into relaxation. So if you want to lie down with the knees bent, you can do that. If you want to lie down with the legs straight, you can do that. Find the most comfortable position, but don't fall asleep already. And once you're comfortable, and you can close your eyes, turn your attention to the breath. And it's a really, really simple meditation on a mantra. And a mantra is just sound that we focus on, or affirmation, or whatever. This time, it's in English, so it's really easy. Okay? And so when you're breathing in, I want you to think of the word let. And when you're breathing out, think of the word go. Okay? And just keep doing that. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Inhale, let, exhale, go. Notice how the mind sometimes will just wander away. And just go, yeah. And come back to let go. And maybe for yourself today, it is about letting go of tension, letting go of stress. Maybe it's letting go of worries and fears. Maybe it's that letting go of where, the thought that things should be a certain way, that you should be a certain way, letting go of the need to control, whatever it may be. Let go just for now. Drop it, let go. After your next out breath, let go of the let go. And we're going to take a deep breath in and sigh the breath out. Again, deep breath in and sigh it out. One more time. And now allow the breath to flow in and out freely and softly. Let your whole body become soft and relaxed. So let your eyes sink towards the back of the head. Let your brain be quiet for a moment. Let the cheeks be soft and relaxed. Allow the tongue to rest comfortably in your mouth. Let the lower jaw gently drop away from your face so that there's a little space between the back of the teeth, the back teeth. Feel your neck and your throat becoming soft and relaxed. Your shoulders are soft and relaxed. Your arms and hands, fingers and thumbs are soft and relaxed. Your torso is relaxed, so the front, the sides and the back of the torso are completely relaxed. All the inner organs in this area are relaxed into the support of the mat, of the earth beneath you. The pelvis, the pelvic floor muscles are completely relaxed. The hips, the legs, the feet, and all 10 toes are completely relaxed. Your whole body is relaxed. Your breath is soft and relaxed. Your mind is soft and relaxed. Your whole being is soft and relaxed. Relax. 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 Gently once again come back to the body and the breath and connect the two back together by gently deepening your in-breath and lengthening your out-breath. Keep encouraging each breath to be more and more active and allow the torso to expand a bit more as you breathe in more deeply and to soften a bit more as you breathe out more completely. And take a moment now to check in with yourself, see how you're feeling now. Let's take a deep breath of love and gratitude in and hold the breath for a moment. Allow love and gratitude to flow to every cell of your being. And then sigh love and gratitude out to all beings on earth. And start to make little movements like wriggling the fingers and toes or rotating wrists and ankles. One way and then the other. And then do a big stretch. Reach your arms and the legs away from each other and get really long. Wriggle it out a little bit. And as you breathe out next time, bring the knees up into the chest, wrap your arms across your legs, give yourself a big cuddle. Rock it out a little bit side to side. And then roll over to one side. Press into your hands, come back up to sit, and we'll end with an Om together. Just one. Okay. So sitting nice and tall. We're going to bring our palms together at the heart center, close our eyes, and really give your Om a good go today, right? Take a deep breath in. And then just breathe with a little smile on your face. And then when you're ready to breathe out next time, bow your head to your heart. Thank yourself for looking after you and being amazing. Om Shanti. Thank you.